some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Alabama's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate. And
there he goes! Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Handoff to the single back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Let's talk about Alabama. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown time! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Colorado's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Off play action on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. Play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Creates a little room. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. Looking for a man, it's Stevens. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Gentry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the football.
It's a running room, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking downfield at Stevens. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 25.
And that's... this offense backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Bucks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time.
Turning it on! Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Finds a little space. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to the ground with the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. There he goes to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Bama. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get...
Sprinting away! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
To the air, it's Stevens. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on the line, it's really nice to have that.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Camarda. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 50-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Never a doubt. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up 14 over Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that? Breaks into the open. Inside the touchdown time. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to pass, it's Stevens. With the catch, it's Camarda.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. He's going to take off. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The pitch to the left. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Brown. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Dropping back, it's Stevens. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Right on the money. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Complete in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
1st and goal, Colorado. Timeout, Alabama.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He'll bring it out. It's Buchanan. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. He fires to the left side. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you. At this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his man. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
And back to the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Just keep slinging it. Can't make the grab in this offense. Has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. To the air, it's Stevens. It's complete to the right. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Touchdown, Colorado! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Buchanan. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice game.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats.
There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 30, past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bucks! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Western Kentucky is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Nevada. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gentry. He's brought down. It'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Completes it in the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
steps away to find some room. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Back to throw, it's Stevens. Floats it out in space. Got the completion, but no. Where to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll keep it on the sneak. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile.
He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Quick handoff. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Handoff from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guarantee.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Great place to start for this offense. Handoff to the single running back. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the...
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one. Got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark.
I think the defense just lost track of where the tight end was. He was running his route to the outside. Nobody there. I think the DBs got occupied by some clear-out routes, so the offense will take it, and they keep the drive alive.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it. He's got it. 1st down and more. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on.
Salt into your wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're ready kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Back to throw, it's Stevens. Makes the catch. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Buffaloes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. And they've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to. And let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
Works the middle. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Wants to throw, it's Stevens. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown time.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And
Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Stevens. Got it in the middle, it's Camarda. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. This time he's got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll this one to start the drive from their own 22. One man in the backfield and he gets it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.